shit. The fuck? Alright, so I'm assuming the stream is up. I'm not gonna bother checking, I don't really care. But, yeah, so this is like in Rise of the Tomb Raider where you kind of explore Croft Manor, which is like the mansion that the Croft family owned and stuff, and look for, I don't know, treasures, stuff like that. I haven't played it yet. I tried out a little bit of it, and it seems cool. Doesn't seem super long, but I wanted to play it. But yeah, I keep streaming a lot of VR stuff, but
Final notice to Lara Croft,
shut up for a
current
minute.
tenant of premises. This is to serve as your final notice for the purposes of terminating your ownership of Croft Manor. You are required to immediately vacate and surrender possession of said manor to Atlas de Mornay, executor of estates.
Lara, it is unfortunate that you have forced my hand in this matter, but so be it. As you know, your parents appointed me executor of the estate in the event of their absence. Since your mother disappeared, her death was never technically declared. And given the circumstances surrounding your father's death, it's no surprise that he never drafted a formal last will and testament to account for this circumstance. Unfortunately, you have no legal claims to the estate. I'm willing to negotiate a modest monthly stipend from your trust, but only if you leave the manor by week's end. Don't fight me on this, Lara. Your mother wouldn't want that. Sincerely, Atlas.
There has to be a will or some kind of evidence of what happened to Mum in the manor, somewhere. Dad's safe. My birthday crown. I was so proud of that thing.
What was a message on the back?
That's my handwriting. My penmanship was pretty good.
Alright, hopefully I can change the controls, because I really hate it when they make you do this stupid comfort setting. Yeah, I don't care. Okay. What? Oh, okay. Oh, it's safe.
Needs a combination. It's got to be in Dad's papers somewhere. Maybe in the library. Dad's map of the forgotten cities of northern Syria. He was closer than he knew to finding the Prophet's tomb.
Yeah, because Lara found it. Oh.
Dad would have liked me to go to Oxford, but I insisted on UCL. Yep, looks real. Roth once offered to forge me a fake diploma to show Dad.
Huh.
A picture with Dad and Anna. Never liked wearing dresses, but the color was nice.
Anna was that, like, kind of evil broad in Rise of the
This is
Tomb Raider,
probably my
wasn't she?
grandfather Benjamin.
But, yeah, I guess there's, like, a lot of doing this. Just, like walking around looking for stuff.
One of Dad's Yoruba masks. A gift from a friend he met on an
Yoruba. Alright.
The door to the library. Locked. There's got to be another way through. This is the map I made for my first expedition with Dad. It shows a path to the library through the servants' passages.
Servants'
Wait,
passages.
I can get to the library through the old servants' corridor.
I finally introduced Richard to the family. It went precisely how I imagined. Icy but polite grace from Mother.
Huh.
It must have been hard for Mum to go against her family's wishes. I'm glad she did.
Okay, so here is...
Too dark.
Need a flashlight.
Going to need a flashlight. Dad's artifacts from the Nile Valley. I always loved looking at these. Dad became interested in immortality myths after his expeditions to Egypt.
Hi, Dad. I've been thinking about Mum lately. I wish I knew more about her. How did you meet? What was she like? Winston told me that she was a brilliant artist. Are some of her paintings locked up in the West Wing? And I guess I just want to know, did she love me, Dad? Did she ever
Alright. Now they got like a little space heater in here. It's not much of a mansion, huh? Or not anymore, at least. It's in shambles.
Well, hello
Templars.
there, Sir Lancelot. Don't worry, I won't be boring your sword this time.
Templars are super evil in Assassin's Creed. Yeah, there we go.
The Grand Hall. Always loved playing in here as a kid. This will be one of the first things to fix.
Wow.
What are you doing sitting there on the floor, Mistress Lara?
looking at the compass, thinking.
What about, if I may inquire?
Just thinking about discovering faraway places, about finding adventure.
The offer came in the post last week.
Oh, you will, my lady. You've the soul of an explorer. But don't grow up too fast.
I'm not sure. I really need to brush up on my ancestors one of these days.
Lara, since your return from your expedition to Yamatai, I've grown increasingly alarmed at your erratic behavior. I can only assume you suffered some kind of psychological trauma and are only acting out as a call for help. I want you to know that I hear you, loud and clear. Anna and I agree that it's time for you to be evaluated by a professional. I took the liberty of arranging an introduction to a highly qualified colleague of mine. You should be receiving the details in the post soon. I want to impress upon you the importance of this, Lara. As executor of the estate, it is my duty to see that it is left in capable hands. And if I may be blunt, you're acting like your father when he was at his worst. He nearly lost the manor himself in those days. I'd hate for you to repeat his mistakes. I encourage you to embrace the help I'm offering. Sincerely, your uncle.
So yeah, I guess her uncle is trying to take the manor from
Another
her.
one of Dad's immortality artifacts. I think Roth bought this for him from a trader in Greece.
They're trying to take her inheritance, basically.
Hey, Jonah. Sorry for not getting back to you sooner. I've decided to do some research at the manor. A lot has happened, and I need some time to think about what I want to do next. This old place is filled with memories and secrets. Uncle Atlas has tried to keep me out of here for so long I don't even know if I want to keep it. But after everything that's happened, maybe I can find out what it still means to me. If it's worth fighting him for, I'll let you know how things worked out when I'm back in London. Got to remember to pack this for my next trip. Should be able to explore the dark now.
Alright, cool. Now I can go up to the servants' passages. Hopefully find some treasure. Or something.
Lara, you know the West Wing is off limits!
I'm sorry, I just wanted to see...
This belongs to Anna. Most of her belongings are in the guest house. What was she doing in here? Someone has a sense of humor.
What? Where? She says someone has a sense of humor, but I can't see what it says. Stop smoking, love. Yeah. I mean, it's true. Cigarettes suck.
A phoenix figurine. I bet this appealed to Dad's idea of immortality, of rising from the ashes and being born anew.
Amelia, the news has reached Mother. She knows that you broke off your engagement with the Earl of Farringdon. She is beside herself with worry. But, for the moment, she's controlling the narrative. As far as anyone knows, you're just having innocent second thoughts. But the moment your affair with Lord Croft goes public, it will be too late. Our name will be as ruined as this man you've chosen to bed. Don't you see that you're being selfish, Amelia? Please, consider your family. You're a de Mornay. Everything you do has a greater effect on us all. I'm coming down to London soon. Don't do anything rash until we have a chance to talk.
So it's not her real uncle, it's her, like, step uncle, and he's a douchebag. Or uncle. Oh, actually, it is her uncle. What am I thinking? But still, he's a douchebag.
Falling apart. Maybe I should just let my uncle have this place.
They say a good test of a relationship is how well you travel together. Well, I'd say Amelia and I have passed that test with flying colors. Indeed, these last few months in Egypt have been nothing short of extraordinary. She and Roth get on like old uni chums. In fact, the two have spent a few nights drinking and playing cards into the wee hours. Despite her decidedly proper upbringing, Amelia's taken to roughing it more than I ever have. She fits in and connects with the local populace with such amazing empathy. The because of her, I've had a bit of an unexpected breakthrough in my research. She managed to convince an artifact dealer in Old Town to sell me a magnificent and quite unusual Tibetan scroll. From what I can tell, it seems to contain details surrounding an immortality ritual of some sort. I think it's time for me to take the next step with Amelia. In fact, I don't think I can wait any longer. I will ask for her hand tomorrow in the bright Egyptian sun amidst the dust and ruins.
I'm not surprised he asked her to marry him as soon as he got the idea.
Damn, what's with the damn control? Maybe I should just change the setting. I was trying to use the controller to control the flashlight, but no. Let's just set it to be where I look. Oh, there's a rat.
Amelia, I know we have had our differences in recent years. I've tried my best to keep an open mind about your relationship with Richard, but I just can't let you go on this ill-conceived expedition without saying my piece. You say Richard's theories have merit. You say that he may have actually stumbled upon some mythic, unknown truth, but I have seen nothing to support such claims. And while your word may have been enough in times past, I cannot let you squander away what remains of your name and reputation, and that of our family, truth be told, on some damned foolish crusade. I intend to go to Richard's investors and let them know exactly how he's spending their money, but I want to give you a chance to put a stop to this yourself. Please, don't go to Tibet. If not for me, at least for Lara.
What a piece of shit this guy is.
Still just as creepy as I remember.
It's just a rat.
My lord, I hope this missive finds you on a successful expedition and in good health. Before I bore you with estate affairs, I wanted to let you know that our little angel has been into some mischief. As always, I indulged her in our usual game of chess. Over the course of the game, she broached the subject of her mother. She's having trouble remembering her now, and wanted to enter her ladyship's atelier, which you sealed off, to play on her mother's piano. It enraged her when she wasn't allowed to go in, of course. For someone so young, she has such strong emotions. Later in the day, she set a trap for me in the walk-in freezer, of all places. And before I knew what was happening, I found myself locked inside. Mrs. Sheffield discovered me an hour later, shivering and somewhat peeved. It took us an additional hour to find Lara in the grounds. I know all her hiding places, of course, but this time she really did not want to be found. Call it years of observation, but I can tell when she's out of sorts. My lord, if I may be so bold, she misses you fiercely. She is lonely for her father. Please consider a call as soon as you are able.
That's really funny, this bit about trapping the butler in the walk-in freezer, because
Winston.
apparently that was something that you could do in some of like the earlier Tomb Raider games. So I mean, basically that's like an Easter egg.
He was always so patient with me.
King to Queen 1. I'm going to win this time, Winston.
I would play chess with our old butler Winston on this board. Never could beat him. I always chose white. Maybe if I let him go first once in a while, I might have won.
Clever girl. But you should know by now, winning isn't everything. Queen to King's Bishop 6. Check.
Easy for you to say. You always win. Knight takes queen.
What I mean to say is try to enjoy the journey, Lara. Don't rush to victory. Bishop to King 7.
I'm at a crossroads now. Good Lord, that's such a cliché. But there's truth in it. 2 roads before me. Both present joy and compromise. A life with Richard, adventure, intellectual pursuit, perhaps a new family. But also a man obsessed with something I cannot understand. Or a life of obligation, upholding the de Mornay name, embracing our traditions, not losing the family that raised me. Oh, this really is a rubbish choice. I don't want to lose them, but I love the life I've started to build with Richard. He comes with his own difficulties, but I can accept them. Will it be enough?
Oh, rats. Oh, cool. They even got the little hole to run in.
Everything is almost ready for Mistress Lara's birthday expedition surprise. It's been a bit of an all-hands-on-deck effort organizing the affair and keeping it secret. She's obsessed with Egypt, memorizing hieroglyphs and ancient Egyptian districts, so she'll be delighted with what Lord Croft has come up with. This will be good for her. She's been acting up of late, but I know she's just craving more of her father's attention. He's been so
Okay. Oh, okay. What the hell?
Dad, this is it. The basement of despair.
Indeed, Lara. Muster your courage, for this is the only path to the Library of Infinite Knowledge.
Look there. See the string?
An ancient Egyptian tripwire. The Keepers of Knowledge want none to disturb their treasures. We must tread carefully.
Let me lead. I know how to spot all the traps.
I'm sure you do, my darling. Lead on.
My stuffed bear. I couldn't have a tomb without a mummy.
Uh-oh. Little trap right here.
One of the wire traps Winston made for my birthday expedition. Winston used my hair ribbons to make this. He and Dad put a lot of work into this birthday surprise. Water damage from the main hall above. This bust of Anubis was from Dad's Egyptian collection. He must have put it down in the basement for our little expedition. Plans for adding electricity to the manor. Dad used to say his granny hated all the bright lights. There's a missing page.
Amelia left tonight. She packed her suitcase and walked right out of here, and I didn't even notice. Like those days in the Oxford Library before we even met. I just had my nose in a book, lost in my own world. I am such a fool. I have let my obsession with this damned ritual of long life rule my better judgment for far too long, and it may already be too late. How could I have not seen this coming? I've made this mistake over and over, always putting my research before my personal life. But it's never hurt like this before. I simply...
Okay, Dad's ledger has to be in here somewhere. Hopefully it has the combination to the safe.
I've created a clever little map for Lara's birthday expedition. I used the invisible ink Amelia picked up for me in Morocco so many years ago. At the time, I remember being so annoyed by that rather aggressive street vendor, but she just smiled in her sunny way and paid him without a second thought. I assumed it was just a tourist scam, but it actually works. Turns out it requires a very specific kind of vellum and a heat source to illuminate the ink after it's dried. It should prove a nice challenge for Lara to puzzle out.
One of Winston's notes. He always hid sweets for me to find.
Wait, I can't... It says Lara... something cooked cakes next to William Blake. I don't know.
I remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always preferred these symbols to the actual number hieroglyphs.
Now, let me see. These two myths are referencing the same source material. But where did I see this image?
Dad, I think...
This was always one of my favorite books in this library. I used to trace hieroglyphs.
It's this one, in the chapter on Egyptian districts.
Why, yes, I think you're right, Lara.
I remember the page with the illustration of Ra.
My goodness, you've been paying attention, haven't you? This could be an important breakthrough.
Does this mean I'm your research assistant?
That and more, my darling girl.
Takes me back. Those were good times. The best times.
I've reached the monastery. As Roth predicted, it was hidden deep in the Himalayas. And now that I'm standing on these high stone walls, I am overwhelmed by the sheer beauty of the mountains that surround me. It is simply breathtaking. But what adds to their spiritual majesty is the truth of this place. The monks welcomed me, as is their way, but they seemed to expect me. They must have known someone like me would eventually come seeking answers. I know this is the place. They've conducted the ritual before. I have seen the evidence, the distinctive symbols carved into the floors, the art displayed on the inner chamber's walls. They've created the elixir before, and they will again if I can convince them. I sent Amelia a message straight away. I want her by my side for this discovery.
Dad was looking for an elixir. Was it the elixir of life?
For God's sake, memorize the combination, you fool. Lara's expedition treasure. My favorite painting by Amelia. The day of our wedding anniversary.
Okay, got to find those objects to figure out the combination to the safe. There's something else here. This is my handiwork. I used to love drawing pictures of tigers.
I don't look like a fucking tiger.
Spent
more
so
like
many
Garfield.
hours in here, reading, dreaming of my own adventures.
I always accepted that Richard's rather unorthodox research was just something I had to live with. But this time, the thrill of discovery has taken hold of me. I never imagined I could be drawn in this way. Richard cabled to tell me he's found the monastery. The symbol we deciphered in the scroll was the key to its location. I don't know if I honestly believe that this will lead to the fabled elixir of life, but I can't help but feel that a great secret awaits us there. My brother was threatening to shut down the expedition, but I managed to talk him down for the time being. Now I am going to meet Richard. I would bring Lara if I could, but she's still too young. She'll be in good hands with Winston, and when we return, her parents might just be a bit more famous.
Dad's lighter. I don't remember him ever using it,
yeah,
though.
I need that. Because there was that like fireplace back there that...
Okay, should be able to light the fireplace now.
Oh, here's one too.
This music is familiar. It's beautiful. It appears Sir Reginald's helmet fell off. Or didn't I put it back properly? Blank, except for the image of a key.
This probably has that invisible ink he was
I
talking
remember
about.
this map now. It leads to the master key. We made it with a special kind of invisible ink. It could only be seen with the heat of a fire. I think I stashed one of Winston's master keys in here when I was a kid. I can see the map. Looks like the key is hidden under a trunk near the bookcase. X marks the spot, as they say. the master key. This should...
Cool.
Alright. This should open most rooms in the manor, including the forbidden west wing. I think there might be more clues to find in the library.
Mistress Lara, I took the liberty of preparing a tray, as dinner did not go according to plans. I've included, in addition to your meal, a few treats. I would appreciate it if you kept this between us, but I felt tonight called for something special.
Oh, there's something I missed in the library? Oh, I didn't see this ladder over here.
This picture was taken in the library. 1820 additions to the main hall in progress. The Pharaoh's crown from my birthday treasure hunt. How old was I again? 6, 8? Okay, Dad's clues mention Mum's paintings and their anniversary. Hopefully I can find some answers in the West Wing. Dad's book about immortality myths might be...
Well, this is a hell of a thing. I met someone tonight quite unexpectedly. But it shouldn't have been, it seems. I've been so buried in my work, so distracted by my latest revelations, I never bothered to notice my surroundings. But there she was, sitting at my table in the library. Her name is Amelia. And apparently she's been studying right next to me. Art history, of all things. I shared some of my research against my better judgment, but I wanted to see how she would respond. And she did not disappoint. I felt as if I was suddenly engaged in a mental game of chess, moving and counter-moving in argument. At one point, that poor old librarian had to shush us as if we were children. I feel so foolish for not having noticed her earlier. She's a brilliant woman who's challenged my ideas for the first time in memory. In truth, I don't know if she's feeling as exhilarated as I am right now, but I dare say our conversation was mutually stimulating. For the first time in a long time, I find myself thinking about something else besides my research. I hope she returns for another round tomorrow.
My parents made a good team, challenging each other from the start. Need to search the rest of the manor for the clues to the combination.
Lara, I've reviewed the report from your therapist. I have to say I was surprised to see a clean bill of health. I somehow doubt you've so easily abandoned your irrational claims. Indeed, where have you been the past few weeks? My secretary discovered that you booked a flight to Turkey on the 20th. You can't have been simply sightseeing, as your customs claims suggest. I know you're up to something, and I'll be damned if I let you use the Croft assets to indulge the same obsession that led to my sister's death. It's not too late to relinquish your claims on the manor voluntarily. If you refuse, I will find a way to cut you off. Sincerely, Atlas.
Huh. So what, her mom died?
We've been through this.
Was Mum's room in here?
Just stay out of there, darling.
Dad was always so protective of the wing. Worse than I thought.
Damn.
With Amelia gone, the manor is a different place. A dimness pervades, a quiet I can't stand. Even though Lara is too young to understand what has happened, she also senses the change. She's asked after her mother only once, and I'm afraid my reaction must have terrified her. I will need Winston more than ever these next few months to help look after her. I never quite realized how much grief can consume a man, but I am utterly consumed. I know I can't escape the pain, but I will try my damnedest to avoid it. I will seal the West Wing for as long as I live in this place. It will remain exactly as Amelia left it. Perhaps someday Lara can find her own answers there.
I believe it took this trip to push me over the edge. I've been able to see Richard in his element, seeing him at his best and his worst. I've experienced the purity and chaos of his passion, and I came to realize I want his passion in my life every day. So it's done. Richard wanted to wait another 4 days until my birthday, but I wouldn't have it.
What's
Once
up,
I make a
Aziz?
decision, I prefer to get on with it. So we found a small chapel in Luxor that was just right. And with Roth and the others at our side, we married as the sun set over this remarkable land. Mother will never forgive me.
Mum's wedding ring. I always wondered what happened to it. The inscription is faded.
I am bursting with pride. Amelia
Good.
is the child. It is amazing how everything in life can change with such a simple event.
Like exploring Lara Croft's mansion. It's all ruined and stuff. Apparently her mom died somehow. Yeah, I don't know how, but trying to find out.
Obviously we don't know the gender, but already we've discussed possible names. Perhaps Benjamin, after my grandfather, or maybe Griffin. He was more infamous at Croft than even me. No, Amelia wouldn't have it. Besides, she's certain it's a girl. She favors a classic such as Scarlet or Kate, though...
Dad may have discovered the secret to immortality without even knowing it.
No, it's not. It's not at all.
Amelia would not have approved. That alone should have been the end of it. But I am, as God made me, a stubborn fool. I locked all the West Wing's doors, and I shall not open them again until either my life or my obstinacy comes to an end. The night before, Roth told me I would someday change my mind. Like a broken arm cast in plaster, he said. The wound would heal, and we would someday shed the bandages to be whole again. The metaphor made me furious. The clumsy way he cast our loss off as nothing more than an inconvenience. There is wisdom in his rough words, but I've done what I must. Perhaps one day, Lara will throw back the doors to let the sun shine in again.
Yeah, no, it's not scary. It's just like it's like a side thing in Tomb
Mum,
Raider.
on her wedding day, she looks so beautiful.
and you're just like going around the
There's a
mansion. There's
date,
nothing like weird going on or
October
anything like that.
Something. Damn, the number is faded. Their anniversary was in October. But which day? I can't believe I don't know this. There's got to be another clue somewhere. I remember this. Dad gave it to Mum on her birthday. October 13th, Mum's birthday. Pretty sure my parents were married in October. I think it was close to her birthday. My mother's perfume, the smell, so familiar, I can almost remember her. This is Dad. I suppose it's a family tradition, but I can't imagine having one of these made of me.
No, nothing like that.
I think this was Dad's pocket watch. Looks like it stopped precisely at midnight.
Atlas has done. How could you tell him about the expedition?
It's just all been too much. I needed to talk to someone. He's still my brother.
Yeah, no, it's just like you walk around the mansion, like exploring for stuff, and also you learn more about Lara Croft's parents, and her uncle, who's a douchebag, who's trying to take this mansion away from Lara, even though she like inherited it. So you're kind of like searching around for clues to stop that from happening, I guess, and also learn like about her mom, like. Because she died, her mom died somehow, but I'm still unsure how. I'm hoping to find out. Wait a second, did I miss something? Search the remaining combination relics.
I don't trust him.
You don't have to, Richard, but please, trust me.
I'm sorry, but I know him. He'll take it to the papers. The investors will pull
It's
out.
not.
Then go. Without me. Tonight. I will take care of Atlas. And then meet you in Tibet next week.
I was so young, but I still remember that terrible argument. It wasn't always an easy road for my parents.
Like, the mansion's abandoned, but there's nothing going on here. It's like, it's just old, that's all. Nothing supernatural.
Okay, Laura, keep it together. We're starting to see things. Mum's atelier. Dad sealed it soon after she died. He probably couldn't bear the idea of removing any of her belongings.
Yeah, I've
My
played
lord.
Resident Evil, and there's this other game called Here They Lie, which was wicked weird. It wasn't, like, super scary, but it was just, like, really strange and really, really cool, though.
We all hope your work was well received at the conference and look forward to your return. As is so often the case with these missives, I wanted to call your attention to an incident involving our little angel. It seems that Lara has been the subject of some ridicule amongst the other girls at school.
No.
From what I can gather, some of the other young ladies were teasing her for being too much of a tomboy. You know how Lara can get when pushed into a corner. Let's just say they won't be bothering her again. But I do think their words have had an effect. I believe Lara has been missing her mother lately. She's begun to worry that she isn't like the other girls.
Okay, yeah, that's not important. Yeah, no, I mean, like, the games are scarier in VR, but I don't know. Like, Resident Evil isn't that scary of a game, though. Resident Evil 7. It's like I wish they would put like Alien Isolation or Outlast 2
Untouched
on
for
VR.
years,
That would be
exactly
amazing.
as you left it.
I stood up to my family's criticism, stood
Or
in
even the
defense
first
of Richard
Outlast.
and our love. But as my new life began in Croft Manor, doubt set in. How could love flourish in these cavernous halls and endless passageways? Had I made a terrible mistake? I have never been more delighted to be wrong. Richard welcomed me to the manor, my new home, with a game. It was a clue, written in jumbled words from 5 different languages, but it pointed the way forward. The next clue was a seemingly blank piece of parchment in the kitchen,
yeah,
where the heat of a candle revealed a
in
message
some
written
games,
in lemon
like, yeah.
juice. I followed each step, grinning like a child as I solved his riddles and chased the trail to its end. A white cloth stretched out on the lawn where a picnic was laid out. We laughed and ate, and my doubt vanished with the last of the morning mist. Love can and will.
Okay, not important. Like, no. Like, the thing with jump scares is like, they startle you, but they don't actually, like, make me afraid
Mom with me as a
at all.
baby. I've never seen this.
Like, it's
Hard
not
to
real
believe I
fear,
was
it's
ever
just
that small.
surprise, you know?
I don't have any memory of this. I wish I could remember doing this. Mom died too young. Mum's paintings. Which one was Dad's favorite?
I returned home this afternoon to collect the last of my paintings. I suppose I should say I returned to my family's home. Atlas was there, in one of his foul moods, and even as he dripped venom for Richard with his cruel barbs, I could only laugh. To think that I once listened to my bitter brother in matters of my own happiness. My dismissal only served to infuriate him more. I left him there in Father's study, muttering to himself. On the drive back, as Winston took a longer route through the country, I looked through my paintings, Richard's favourite one among them, a simple abstract with blocks of red. I smiled, thinking about giving it to him. I was happy, and I was going home.
Okay, back to the study to open that safe.
Oh, ladder.
This was for a show in London of Mum's work. What I wouldn't give to see this today. It says here, Amelia Croft plans to show her work in New York. I wonder what happened with...
Lara arrived tonight, though not without a bit of drama, but all is well. She's a healthy, beautiful baby. I've never seen Richard so happy. I'm sure he'll be celebrating with his favourite whiskey tonight. It's calm and peaceful now. Just the gentle sound of the rain and the small, sleeping breaths of this new life I hold in my arms. Lara Croft, my darling daughter. It's hard to put into words this feeling I have. We share a connection. Something.
Some game, like, horror games don't have jump scares in them, like Alien Isolation has some, but most of it is just the intense feeling of being chased by something that can kill you pretty easily.
Here, let me show you. Like this, see? Well done, Lara. Well done.
I wonder how my life would have been different had she lived.
And also, like, you know, like you get put into situations in that game that are just crazy, and the alien is super smart. It's like you can't even hide in the same way or places more than once because he'll figure it out pretty quickly. So it's like you gotta do things differently every time, and you gotta take risks to survive and stuff. And
Mum's work.
yeah, no, that game is amazing. Also, another horror game I played called Soma doesn't really have any jump scares in it, but it's just like an amazing story. It's barely even a horror game, really. What? Crisis 2 isn't scary. I just don't remember there being anything scary in Crisis 2 at all. Maybe I might have missed half of what you said though, because I'm not sure what you said. The first mission? Wait, isn't the first mission you just like... I don't remember what you do, but I don't remember anything specific. Wait, so did I figure out the combination yet? I'm confused. Oh yeah, I already went in there. That's the library.
Dad, what do you keep in there?
Nothing too important, Lara. Estate business and such.
If it's not important, then why bother putting it in a safe?
I should know better than to try and pull one over on you. There is something important in here. And it's for you, should you need it someday.
Well, let's hope you came through for me, Dad.
So I did figure out the combination, I guess. Review, document, and relic clues by accessing the status screen with okay.
I returned home this afternoon to collect the last of my paintings. I suppose I should say I returned to my family's home. Atlas was there, in one of his foul moods.
Abstract with blocks of red.
For God's sake, memorize the combination, you fool.
Okay,
Lara's
so that's the
expedition
painting.
Treasure. My favorite painting by Amelia. The day of our wedding anniversary.
I believe it took this trip to push me over the edge. I've been able to see
okay,
Richard
so now
in
I
his
know her
element,
birthday, the day
seeing
they
him
got
at his
married.
best and his worst.
Because it was the 13th, so that means it's the 9th. And then there's the one on the right, the red blocks, 4 red blocks.
I returned.
For God's sake, memorize the combination, you fool.
Okay, her expedition treasure was the crown, wasn't it?
I returned home this afternoon to collect the last of my painting.
Everything is almost...
Okay, here it is.
The pharaoh's crown from my birthday
6.
treasure hunt.
So she was 6.
How old was I again? 6? 8? I think this hieroglyph corresponds to a number. But which one?
Well, there are 6 of those little things on there, so that's got to be it.
I remember this. Dad gave it to Mum on her birthday.
So I think it's 6, 9.
I remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always preferred these symbols to the actual number hieroglyphs.
Is it true that Lawrence Barnesi took over Alcatraz boating?
What?
The pharaoh's crown from my birthday treasure hunt.
Oh, wait, maybe she was 8 then.
I remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always preferred these symbols to the
5.
actual
She was
number
5.
hieroglyphs. Okay, found all the clues. Let's see if I can figure this out.
Oh wait, what was the other one?
For God's sake, memorize the combination, you fool. Lara's expedition treasure. My favorite painting by Amelia. The day of our...
That will help.
That was it.
It makes me happy to know that Dad kept it safe.
Hold on, I'm still not sure what you were saying. Lawrence Barnes took over the... Oh, okay. Yes. Well, I don't know, like, he became part of the suit, and, Alcatraz, like, died or something. So, yeah, he did kind of take over Alcatraz's body. And, yeah, you do spell it B-O-D-Y.
I'm looking for.
Because what they don't make clear to you to start is that the suit in Crisis is actually alien. It's alien. Like, it's not man-made. Like, they make it sound like it's man-made at the beginning of, like, Crisis 1 and stuff, but it's actually based on alien tech, and it forms a symbiosis with the person who wears it. And somehow, like, you know, Lawrence Barnes, Prophet, he wore the suit for so long that he became a part of the suit itself. And that's why, like, even though his body wasn't in the suit anymore, the suit became him, basically.
I am numb. It is taking all my willpower to hold back the overwhelming grief. Amelia's plane crashed in the mountains. She died alone in the snow, waiting for me to find her. Oh God, not her, not now. I cannot accept it. Life without her is too painful to imagine. I know what must be done, and I am resolved. I'm going to bring her back. Perhaps this is why I am here. Perhaps this is fate, a test of my faith in the truth I've sought for so long. Roth will fight me on this, but I can't face Lara. I can't look into her eyes unless I try. I must try to bring Amelia back. The monks are preparing the elixir now, and then we will see if all my years of hunting this truth was for naught.
Huh.
Dad, what did you do?
Yeah, no, like, because I wasn't sure of it. Like, I didn't know about it at first either, but like, if you play, like, Crisis 2 and 3, like, you learn more about the suits and the fact that they were actually made from alien technology, and that's why, like, you know, all that stuff happened that seemed a little weird, like Prophet taking over Alcatraz, basically. Yeah, it's because Alcatraz pretty much died. His body, like, the only reason Alcatraz survived at all in Crisis 2 is because the suit saved his life, but the suit was already kind of taken over by Prophet, so in 3, the suit is pretty much Prophet the entire time, and he never gets out of the suit actually. Like, although the funny thing is, you see at the end of Crisis 3, you actually see him, but it's still the suit.
Dad's sequel to his first book on immortality. He never got a chance to publish it. Handwritten. This is the only copy. Damn, this isn't it either. I was certain there had to be a will in here. Wait, what's that? A blank page.
Oh, it has to have that invisible ink, I bet.
Dad must have left this for me. It has to be important.
Yeah, the guy... well, there was two guys who designed the suit. It was Hargreave and Rash, and you meet Hargreave at the end of Crisis 2, and then you meet Rash in Crisis 3. Yeah, that's right. At the end, he says that to him because he knows that, like, Prophet wasn't even in that suit. Like, also another thing is that kind of clues you in on, like, the suit being, you know, like, becoming Prophet, is that throughout Crisis 2, the voice you hear that says, you know, cloak engaged or armor mode engaged, stuff like that, it's Psycho's voice. I mean, it's Prophet's voice, which is different because in Crisis 1 and Crisis Warhead, the suits has, like, generic female and male voices. You can choose which one you want. And then Crisis 2, it's Prophet's voice. So it's like there's a clear change there that it's subtle, but it's like it makes perfect sense, like, when you think about it, because you know, it ended up being him that was, like, basically a part of the suit. So it's like, yeah, it's cool little details like that that made me like the story of Crisis.
A hidden message.
Oh, another clue. And what's that a picture of, though? I'm confused.
There's Crisis Warhead and Crisis 1.
What are these strange marks? They have to be some kind of clue.
Crisis Warhead is it takes place during Crisis 1 actually, and I don't know if you played Crisis 1, but, like, there's a point where what's his name? What the hell is the name of the guy in the first one? It's not Alcatraz, is it Nomad? I think it's Nomad. But yeah, Nomad gets separated from Psycho, and basically what Crisis Warhead is you play as Psycho, and you go through what he went through during that time that you were separated from Nomad. And you meet up with Nomad, like, at certain points, like, or maybe at the end of the game or whatever, but it's actually really interesting. It's a very cool game, because it's like, it's on the same island as Crisis 1, but it's like it's different too. Like, there's a lot of stuff that happens that you didn't know happened to Psycho, but it's pretty crazy. There's more action in it, basically, and it's also shorter. But it was really good. I want to replay it at some point. Oh wait, I never went in here. Oh yeah, because remember, this was the door to the library or whatever. I just never went in here. Oh, here's a secret, like, passage? Yeah? Wait, so I found a clue to something, but I'm just not sure where it's supposed to bring me to. Solve the mystery of the blank letter. What did happen to Nomad? I'm pretty sure he died. Like, they didn't really say. I can't remember what happened to him.
A hidden message.
Oh, maybe if you look at this blank letter a certain way, then you'll be able to see what it actually is pointing to. Huh. I'm confused. Oh, wait, well that thing is circled, so maybe... Wait, it kind of just looks like a 3D drawing, right? There's a desk, there's some boxes. There were stained glass, it looked like some kind of stained glass windows or something. It's not back down here, is it? Oh, I think it is actually. It might be. Oh wait, I think I'm gonna want past what I was trying to get to. Or maybe I'm just looking in the wrong place. I could be. Yeah, I think I am. Damn it. Wait a second, hold on. Let me check the comments. So when Lawrence Barnes falls down from space, he lands on the island, the same island to Crisis 1. Wait, he fell from space? I thought he avoided that. I don't, man, I'm having trouble remembering the ending to Crisis 3. I know what you're saying, like at the end of Crisis 3, the island he's on, it looks exactly like the island from Crisis 1. And actually, I think he's even at the same little hut area that when you first play Crisis 1 and the sun comes up, like you walk out and then there's like water in front of you and there's like an area like, and I think it's that area right there, right at the beginning of Crisis 1. So I think I know what you mean, but I don't remember him falling from space. I thought that was just like a premonition that didn't happen. I could be wrong though. I don't remember. It's been a little while since I played Crisis 1. I mean 3. Well, I remember fighting the alien and stuff. Wait a second.
A hidden message.
Huh. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. How did he get up into space, though?
The Croft family crest.
Yeah, but I'm definitely missing something. Actually, you know what? It wouldn't be hidden in here because he like locked this side of the house down after she died. So. And it's like I see these arches and stuff. And they remind me of the thing I'm supposed to figure out.
A hidden message.
So there's the arches, right? I wish I could rotate it correctly, but...
Remember PHSYCO tried to save Prophet with a Cells aircraft and the Alpha Ceph pinned him down. It gave Prophet time to shoot an arrow at.
Well, I remember fighting the Alpha Ceph and beating him and stuff, yeah. Crap, what am I missing here? Haha. I still don't know what I'm missing with this stupid drawing here, though.
A hidden message.
Oh, maybe I'm supposed to like match up the symbols too, maybe? I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
And then that big ass electric pipe sucked Prophet up into space.
Oh. Okay, so these are hieroglyph, some type of hieroglyph symbols.
I know the feeling, Hugo. Sad.
Let's see if they...
I believe.
The Pharaoh's crown from my birth. I remember this now.
See if any of these symbols
Each
match
district
up
in
with that.
ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always
Oh,
preferred
one
these symbols
is
to
one
the
of them.
actual number hieroglyphs.
2 is another. And then there was one in the middle, 4.
A hidden message.
So that first one is 1. The second one I think might be 4. 1, 4, 2.
SYCO by the YY.
I remember this now.
I can't remember.
Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always preferred these symbols to the actual number hieroglyphs.
So
A hidden message.
1, 4, 2. But the thing is this part shows like a map of something. The problem is I can't find what it's trying to lead me to. 1, 4, 2. I see like some chairs and like a desk. I see some boxes and some things. That doesn't remind me of anywhere I've been in this house so far, though.
That looks like a London bus.
1, 4, 2. I don't think it has anything to do with the library either, right? I mean, there is a desk. Oh wait, maybe I should look at the actual map.
Oh, the other one I'm confused with is Spec Ops: The Line.
Oh, that's a complicated game. There was a video I watched on it that explained so much about it. It was an awesome video too. I should point you to it. And those, look at those crisscross patterns though. Like I was thinking that those were like windows. So it can't be in here. Wait, I don't want to go that way either. Wait, so that basement... Wait, did I go up here? Oh yes, of course I went up here. I think so, yeah. I think that's it. Oh, maybe I'm looking at that page like all wrong or something.
And the video's picture shows the burning Burj Khalifa.
Yep. Yeah, I think that's it.
The hidden message.
That can't be it. I still don't get what those arches are. I mean, this picture looks like a map to something, but it's not anything I've seen so far. It's like I see the desk and the 4 chairs. I see these diagonal patterns. I see boxes. I see arches, but I've not seen anything like that in this game. Like, I don't see any diagonal shit. Let's go through here. Just like I'm gonna have to like retrace all my steps to figure this out, because it's like it's ridiculous that I've not found anything. Wait a second, there's fence. Could that be the diagonal stuff? And there's arches in here too. I really hope this is it. Oh, it's in here. Oh my god. Ah, oh, damn it. It's this one. Hold on, what did you say? Huh.
Damn, locked in. Did Dad build all of this just to keep his research safe?
Oh, wow.
The renovations are proceeding in secret. The work crew Roth hired for the job have been paid handsomely to keep the details of the job out of the records, so I'm fairly confident no word will get out about what I'm doing. I've been careless with presenting my findings, attracting all the wrong sorts of attention. Roth thinks I'm being paranoid by building this secret vault, but I know I'm being watched. My work is too important and potentially too dangerous. It can't fall into the wrong hands. I need a secure place to keep it all safe.
He's right, though. He was being watched.
The missing page from the renovation plans. They didn't want anyone outside the family knowing about this crypt.
Hold on, what'd you say? The civilians out there are controlled. Yeah,
Dad's Tibetan scroll.
It's a complicated
I
story.
He used to pore over this late into the night.
That was a really good game, though.
My love. It is silent. So peacefully silent now. Even after the madness and chaos of the crash, I can't help but still wonder at the beauty of these mountains. I understand the magic that drew you here. Please know that I feel no pain in this moment. Only immense sadness.
Yeah, definitely.
Sadness that I couldn't see your smiling face once more. That I'll never meet the wonderful woman that our daughter will
And do you know
become.
about the 4 endings to the game, too?
There is so much to say, but I'm tired. The sun is setting. The cold of night will overwhelm me. I know I will fall asleep soon, and likely never again awaken in this world. I'm scared. Richard, what lies beyond? You know I've always struggled with faith, so I'm holding on to yours for now.
Mum faced death alone. She was so brave. Might be able to use this to access other parts of the manor.
Oh shit, that's right. Damn it.
It's over. I have done all that I could, and my Amelia is still cold and dead. Roth first scowled at my designs. Then he pleaded with me not to go through with the ritual. Not because he feared it might work, but because he feared what I might do when it failed. And it has failed. There is no doubt in that. I prepared everything according to my research. When I dropped the stone into the elixir and held it to her lips, I thought for the barest moment that it had worked. The hour was midnight and my pocket watch stopped inexplicably. There was a charge in the air like the moment before a lightning strike. For a heartbeat, I imagined that my life was being drawn from me as one empties a glass in order to be poured back into Amelia. I would have welcomed death if the last thing I saw were her eyes, clear and alive again. But the moment passed. Amelia is still dead,
And I was no Orpheus. We will return to the manor and lay her to rest. I owe her that much.
Yeah, but she was already dead, so maybe that elixir that was supposed to give him, you know, endless life, it could have actually
You
worked
brought her
if she
home.
wasn't already
She's
dead.
Here, somewhere. This was part of a set of statues Dad found in China. He thought it was linked to the Temple of Xian. Perhaps I should look into it someday.
Richard, I tried to see you in person last week, but your manservant hustled me away like some common tout peddling silverware. He told me you are heartbroken and you're not yet ready to see visitors. He told me you blame yourself for your loss. Well, to that, I say, you had damn well better. I hope it hurts. I hope every moment of your life from this day forward is a ringing echo of loss. I hope you live just long enough to feel that pain grow when you hoped it would diminish, because you earned it. You stole Amelia from us. You ruined her reputation and poisoned her mind with a fantasy for children. In the end, you might as well have choked the life from her with your own hands. Do not contact me again, ever. But you must make arrangements for the future of your daughter. Have you considered perhaps it would be better if you followed Amelia sooner rather than later? As Lara's legal guardian, perhaps I could erase some of the damage you've already done to the poor girl. If not, I will do everything in my power to see to it that the Croft name is forgotten. Lara deserves better than you. So did Amelia.
Dad's collected knowledge. There must be so many secrets hidden in here. There's an inscription. This is the Croft universe. Our knowledge is to the east, our respite to the west. Our future is to the south, our past is to the north.
To the south.
Our past to
That's
the
a
north.
clue.
Could there be something else beneath the manor?
Oh yeah, remember this is the...
Hi, Dad. So I know I only just returned to school, but when can I come out to the dig site again? It's just so boring here. We're doing all the stuff I already read last summer. I always end up staring out the window and thinking about our expeditions.
Conrad was the old
and then
guy.
I'm yelled at for daydreaming. I promise I'll be good and not disturb you and just work wherever you tell me. I just miss it, Dad. And I miss you.
Wait a sec, what am I missing? Oh, okay, so I have to go back to the main hall. What is this?
Amazing. Even in here, Dad went out of his way to hide his findings.
No. Walker was alive. It was Conrad that was dead the whole time.
Our knowledge is to the east, our respite to the west. Our future is to the south, our past is to the north.
Oh, north.
Incredible. This crypt was here all along.
Yeah. I forget.
I
can't remember. It's been a long time since I've
when
played.
we returned to the manor to lay Amelia to rest. Indeed, once the last of my funereal duties were performed, I fully believed that I would crumple to the ground next to her and expire, not from grief, but succumbing to the terrible exhaustion of the last few weeks. Instead, as the mausoleum stones slid into place, I felt a sort of peace and energy. One that I confess caught me entirely off guard. This was not the terminus of our story, and I was a fool to think so. Her body may be gone, but her spirit still resides here, in the manor, in me, in Lara. Her soul is forever twined with mine, and death is just a momentary interruption. I walked out of that cold quiet into a sunlight that burned my eyes, and I have never been more sure. Death is not the end.
Yeah.
And there is work yet to do.
My God, can it be? Dad, you did bring her home.
Shit.
My dearest Lara, it is difficult to write this, knowing these may only ever be words on a page to you. I wonder if you will remember my voice. Will you remember the way we used to play and laugh? Will you remember me comforting you when you were sad? Know that I'm still with you, Lara. My energy, my love. It's within you. It always will be. Use that energy to pursue your passions in life. Never let others determine your journey. You become who you are through your choices, through the love you give and the promises you keep. I hope you are happy, that you are loved and successful in whatever it is you choose to do. I am proud of you, my darling. Remember me, with all my love, your mother.
Oh, well, that was the end.
What's this? A letter.
Additional relics. 2 days later. Wait, what? Oh wait, that wasn't the end, I guess.
Lara,
Oh,
I have
no, this
received the
dickhead.
notarized affidavit confirming Amelia's grave and the discovery of the burial crypt within the manor premises. While I can't fathom why your father would hide your mother's fate from her own family, I cannot deny that any legal claims I may have had on the estate are now null and void. Croft Manor and the remainder of your father's assets are now yours in perpetuity to do with as you wish. If there comes a time when you require assistance in managing the estate, I hope you will consider contacting me to retain my services. Sincerely, your uncle.
I've been so focused on defying my uncle, of fighting to keep his hands off this manor, that I never realized how much this place actually means to me. But since I've been here, I can feel the presence of my mother and father. I sense the entire history of my family and the deep roots we have in this place. I want to honor my parents. I want to honor all of my ancestors. The Croft family may be all but destroyed, but I will make our name and our home great again.
Yeah. Because isn't in like the other games, isn't the mansion in good shape? Like not a mess like this? I don't know. Alright, but it said there's like additional relics to find. Yeah, there's another 5 of those and then one more document. But oh, here's one.
The broken sword I brought back from Gamertag.
Oh, that's cool. She brought it back.
The Atlas. Such an amazing piece of craftsmanship. Sophia insisted I take it home with me.
Oh yeah, that's from Rise of the Tomb Raider, right? Oh, here's another couple things. Oh, a couple guns.
I can still remember the last time I fired these.
Okay, so I found... So there's 2 of those left and then 2 documents. Shit. Well, where the hell are they? Maybe in the library? I don't see nothing over here. Yeah. I think that one's the best Battlefield. That one's alright. I wish I could walk faster in this game. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop too, because I finished the main part of this game, and yeah, it's pretty late, so I'll see you later. Alright, so is there anything in here? No.
Have a great day.
Yep, you too.
See ya.
Oh, there's something. Oh, come on, there's nothing in there. Jesus.
Lord Croft is resolved to seal the west wing of the manor. I try to talk sense into him, but he will not be swayed. And to make matters worse, I believe his experiences in Tibet have only...
Damn it. Alright, so I found all the documents, but not... There's 2 relics left, and yeah, I don't really feel like looking for them now. Especially since I crack open those and there's nothing there. Like, what the hell? It's a bunch of bull crap. Oh, there's something.
Dad loved a good bottle of wine. I can still smell his favorite Bordeaux.
Alright, so that means there's only 1 relic left to find. Well, there's a yellow thing right there. I think that's just the keypad, right? I already used it. I mean, I guess if I missed anything, it would be down here. Anyways, I'm about ready to give up. I don't even know why I'm bothering with this. Miss anything, did I? Yeah, no. I guess I could have missed something in here, right? Because I turned the lights on. And it's like there should be an extra clue with all this invisible ink, right? Oh. Oh, it lit up like it was something. It's not though. What the fuck? Damn it. Wait, that ain't helpful. I don't need to go that way. Yeah, nothing else in here. Like, where could I have missed something? I couldn't have missed anything in here. I looked everywhere. Well, I didn't really look super well up here, because it only seemed like there was one thing. Yeah, there was only one thing. Man, I feel like there's not a lot of places I haven't looked. Yeah, no, I definitely searched through this area. I'm also just trying to backtrack a little bit because, like, I didn't have, like, the crowbar in a lot of these places when I first came through. And I definitely did check through that room, so it can't be nothing in there. But can I light that fireplace? Nah. It did seem a little strange that there was nothing in here, though. Like, you could come up to the piano and stuff, and But you couldn't really do anything. Yeah, that's weird. Would have thought there would be a relic of some sort over there. Nope. Nothing. Nope. Yeah. I'm about to fucking... I'm giving up. This... I fucking looked everywhere. It's like, where did I not look? I looked everywhere for it. What a waste of time. I don't know. That's annoying. But, oh well. Peace out.